in the middle.
Okay.
And somebody get it and just cash to his bank.
Right.
Is any way bank can find out who actually cashed those checks?
Right. This is another fraud, right? This is another type of fraud, right? You can easily say either say this is the ID fraud or this is the payment fraud, either way, because the check is from A to B, right? And for some reason this check will just intercept by C, for any reason. Mail fraud. You heard about this mail fraud, right? Some people just keep on going to check your mailbox, right? This is very common practice, right? Because in the United States, if you want to send out a check to any payment, right, you just leave that in your mailbox. And some people just go to check each mailbox and found that this envelope there, right? They just take it, and then they just cash under their name, right? So this is your scenario. And so there's one type of federal criminal, because mail fraud is federal, right? And the DA or FBI may get involved in this kind of investigation. So if the check is supposed to be from A to B, but it was intercepted by the C or any other third party and get cash, and this is a fraud, yes, your answer should be yes. And the bank can always to find out who is the person. Should be very easy.
Okay.
Right. Because the way to intercept the check is not difficult. If by the way, don't. I never, I never mean ask you to do that. Okay, you just understand what kind of scheme it is. Because in the United States, it's very easy to make a fraud, right? The check is made from A to B, right? And this C took the check and just.
But the check should have the B's name, right?
Yeah, this is called endorsement. Okay. The thing to work out is endorsement. Remember the situation we just talked about, check and cash, right? The way this kind of business works, because this is called endorsement. The check is from A to B. Of course, in the check and cash business, B authorized C shop owner to endorse. That means B endorsed to C. So on the check is A to B. But B on the check here, this is the front page, right? And this is the name of B here, right? And in the back, B just sign his or her and there and say endorse to C. This is called endorsement.
So if there's no signature, check and cash cannot, the check and cash store cannot give you that money, right?
Yes, you are right. Okay, without B's authorization, check and cash will not accept it. Okay, there was you need to endorse here. But for the fraud, for the mail fraud case, is fraudulent on B's signature. You understand? C is never been authorized. C just took the check from the mailbox, and then just write in B's name and B's name there and C's name. So the money go to C. Go ahead.
Two questions. One thing is, for this case, if you get receive a check and you sign, and before you deposit, if someone took it, whether that can be, you can transfer that money to anyone.
Yeah, another scenario is B did sign on the check, but before B cash out or deposit it, it was took by C. So the signature is real, authentic. The signature is authentic by B. However, the transfer is fraud. The check was never been transferred legally to C, and C took it. This is another fraud, right? So of course, go through the banking systems. You can always trace, who is the person get money.
And the second question is, go back to the check and cash, the shop.
Yeah.
On the street, I also see that, but I'm just wondering how they can verify the check is true.
Yeah, I think they still have.
Really
okay,
hard.
by the way, in order to run the check and cash business, you are not by yourself. They join one type, just like a motion, like a credit card. They had to join certain organization. They had to go through the third party service provider. So there's the system they can go to verify, and also they need to participate in insurance program. So even though they charge $5, they don't get $5. They need to pay to the service provider, and also they pay for the insurance. In case something wrong happen, insurance company may cover them. So that is not really profitable business, as far as I know. Any other comment? Okay. So we talk about how to transfer money through check, right? So the number one issue, most common issue, you just deposit to your bank. Number two, you go to the retail shop and get the check and cash. What will be the third one? When you receive the check, you may consider to do what? Of course, probably you never do that. Okay? You never done that, but at least you know this is the third option. When you receive the check,
Pay for the merchandise that you buy.
you mean you endorse? I still don't understand you. I mean the third method, how can you get the payment from a check you receive?
Cash check. No, it might not be.
Yeah.
Some.
Any other
To
know?
the,
You never done it before?
no, you go to the originator bank.
Yes, if you want to get money right away, you just go to this person's original bank branch. Okay, bank branch. Go to the original branch. Okay? Then you present this check, and since this checking account was opened up with that branch, so they maintain the original signature. They maintain the original signature card there. So the manager can compare this check, everything is real, and then compare to original signature. As long as they can match the signature, they can give you the cash right away.
Don't need to be original branch anymore.
Or right now, they already
Because they're
expanded.
Electronic, so I the cash couple check my card.
Because one time before, you had to go to the original branch, but right now probably they expanded the service. Every other, but depends on the bank, really. This is not universal. Really depends on the bank. Some banks still maintain you have to go to the original. It's not very convenient, but I would say for the big, the large type bank already have electronic system. So each branch, they can put out electronics file and compare the signature. As long as they match, then give you the money right away. Yes. Jenny?
Same.
Right. I believe they already expand the
You can
service.
go to any bank as soon as you have account, cash out to.
Yes. So this is what I mean. So if you don't want to wait for it, you really want to get cash right away. Of course, very secure. The combine this method, okay? You can just go with this person. Say, hey, okay, you give me the check, this is fine. But how about you go with me to any branch? Then we can get cash over the counter. That's the most secure thing. Because if this person is really sincere, say it's okay. I remember one time before I went to buy a used car, and then of course you don't want to carry the cash, right? It's multiple $1,000s cash. You don't want to carry the cash, so I just have my checkbook with me. Then I'll go with the seller, say, okay, let me have a test drive. I like it, then we go to the bank. Then I just write up the check over the counter, and the seller receives the cash and receive a pink slip. So this is another way you can complete your transaction. All right. Okay, then let's move on to the next issue. Okay, what about the payment default? The payment default. Okay. Let's talk about check bounce. Very bad.